Hey there, ventriloquists and their dummies. My name is Zeke Freak, and my avatar hasn't reflected my appearance in like a year and a half. Joining me today are my usual cohorts, Kevin, owner of the Dallas Mavericks, and also the deafening silence of an empty third chair. And together we're going to blame the Jews for all our problems yet again. Welcome to the Baka Gaijin show.
Yeah, the third chair is vacant today because, damn, trying to freaking do a podcast these days is hard, you know.
Didn't we used to have? I may be misremembering this. Didn't in the very early days? Didn't we have a joke about fucking the third chair always being empty, and it was the fourth chair that was rotating?
Yeah, because like we used to actually have like just the fourth chair just always rotating, and then the third chair was just vacant. Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's some reason for that. I don't remember. It's been like a whole fucking decade.
I think it's because like the person that we had as like co-host, I think it was like Cube was like inconsistently available, and we were just like, well, we need someone else to bounce off of, so we'll just ask one of our many friends who don't talk to us anymore.
Sure. Most of them hate us, actually.
The ones who don't hate us are incredibly sad and don't want to talk about anything anymore.
This is true. That's absolutely true. And also, half our previous guests hate us, and then like all our friends now are not podcast people. So
yeah,
man, we fucked up somewhere.
Is it we who fucked up, or is it society that fucked them up?
Yeah, that is absolutely correct.
There
and also,
you go. Yeah.
And it makes me mad. It makes me mad sometimes. I'm not gonna say. I might have actually said this to his face. I don't know. It makes me mad that Biss is not a podcast guy, because holy shit, he would be perfect for this fucking show.
I think you said it before, but like he would literally just make all of our frickin' episode titles just by existing.
That is absolutely correct. And also, he like the millennial ass fucking references he pulls out on a dime with zero prompting completely fit the energy of what this show has become.
No prompting and no shame either, which I respect. For real.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Dude, just out of fucking nowhere, we could be talking about anything, and you'd be like, that reminds me of when they ran the Naruto Hundo. I'm like, shut the fuck
up. And then I'd just be like leaning my head back. Oh, dude, the Naruto Hundo!
Dude, I remember the Naruto Hundo. That was so cool when it was actually working, because half the time the broadcast had fucking problems, and we were just looking at a white fence.
I will say,
yeah.
Oh god, no, it was a normal fence, but it had like frickin' the painted Cartoon Network logo, like someone did it with a fucking gigantic ass paintbrush. Yeah.
You say someone, but we know it was the Ed Boys.
It was the Ed Boys. Also,
yeah. It's always those Ed Boys.
The Naruto Hundo has probably my favorite Cartoon Network promo ever, where they're just like, Cartoon Network's here to brighten your day with beatings. Lots and lots of beatings.
Sometimes I miss television.
Okay.
Used to be an experience.
I miss television pre-2012.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Television died in 2012. We're all aware.
Yeah, now it's just a shambling corpse of what it used to be.
It's like 90% ads by volume.
Oh god, dude, I tried watching the news over at Mike's place like a week.
Why would you do that to yourself? Do we need to talk?
Look, man, it was early in the morning and nothing else was on, and I was bored out of my skull. So I was just like, fuck, let's see what's on the news. 5 minutes of news, 10 minutes of ads, then 5 minutes of news. Not even exaggerating. It's bad.
Yep. It's bad.
It's gotten so bad.
It's so bad, yeah. Back in the day, we used to have fun bumpers just because we could, but now like fucking shit, we're fucking playing TV shows at 1.2 times speed to get to the ads faster.
Oh, God, just saying that's gonna give me an ulcer, dude.
Dude, even this shit started when I was like 20 or whatever, and I saw like the fucking scrunched end credits, and I was like, this is just disrespectful, really.
Oh, dude, it wasn't even when I was. I'll tell you what frickin' Ground Zero was for that shit. Okay. I'll tell you exactly what Ground Zero was.
Yeah.
Anna Monday on Sci-Fi Channel. I'm not kidding. Every single show that they aired on Anna Monday had like a minute cut out of the episode, and then they frickin' time-lapse the end credits by just scrunching it to the side.
Dude, I remember it was a huge controversy when fucking Toonami did that to Attack on Titan, and now it's just like standard. Like,
It's
no one
just-
even fucking throws a fit anymore.
Oh my god. I will say, it is really funny seeing the edits that they make to certain anime openings and endings to try and fit the time now.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I think my personal favorite that's just like weirdly, like a weirdly perfect edit that also cuts out the entire song is like Diamond is Unbreakable. Just the entirety of Crazy Noisy Bizarre Town just starts and ends.
Yeah, it's fucking, yeah. I've seen that. That's fucking stupid.
It's such a it's a great edit, but at the same time, holy shit.
My unpopular opinion is that here's what they should do. They should just cut out, since they clearly don't have time for it anymore. We need at least 10 minutes of ads. Here's my unpopular opinion. They should just cut openings and endings entirely. And what they should do instead is just have a regular show fucking title card where they superimpose the logo of the show onto the regular show backdrop.
Yeah.
Which they can do because they own that show. So, like, it's entirely within, at least in Toonami, they can do that.
You know, I said the beginning of the end was the Sci-Fi Channel and a Monday, but I knew it was the beginning of the end when they stopped playing the real folk blues at the end of every episode of Cowboy Bebop. Look, man,
That's a sign of the end times.
it was the sign of the end times, and it never got better. Fuck.
Look outside. Iguanas are falling out of trees as we speak. As we spoke, I guess. Actually, we weren't talking back then.
We weren't,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, we didn't actually start talking until like late 2013.
Yeah, and by that time, television was already dead, as previously established.
Oh yeah. Indeed.
Never in our fucking history of friendship have we ever started a conversation with, "Hey, what'd you see on TV last night?" Never. That's never happened.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it's always, hey, I saw the new episode of Thing on streaming service.
With no ads, as God intended.
With no ads, indeed.
Yes.
Well, okay, occasionally with ads. I'm sorry, I'm not paying like however many bucks a month for the ad-free tier of Hulu.
I know, and I still hold a grudge over it.
Look, man, it's
and you
hot
think you can
and it's
escape it
ready.
by watching this? You think you can escape it by watching the same shows on Disney Plus? But no, they brought the ads too.
They brought the ad.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Dude, I feel like that black guy in fucking. I have no idea what the context for this is, but the one clip, I'm sure you've seen it, of Black Mirror where the guy is in the elevator and he's surrounded by like 100 ads and he's just like, no, and then he just smashes the monitor.
Yes, I know the one. Oh yeah. Oh boy, I know the one.
Great clip.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Good fucking god.
Anyway, welcome to the show. Welcome back to the show.
Yeah,
it's been a hot second.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
we don't mean to keep taking these lengthy breaks. It's just shit gets in the way.
Shit gets in the way. Either third chair is busy. This guy's either third chair is busy. This guy's got a horrible sleep schedule, or I'm just too depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of just what happens a lot of the time. So, oops, sorry.
Yeah, no. Yeah, stuff just happens. Stuff just goes wrong. And sometimes we like to record some other kind of video to compensate, but yeah.
Yeah, we've been wanting to do like another freaking tier list video, but the problem is all the tier list video ideas we have are fucking massive. So,
yeah.
Like, we are still looking for a good excuse to redo the Halo Infinite quick play video.
I think we probably could. I want to wait till next week when they reinstate the Delta Arena playlist, because I feel like maybe Sketch read my fucking tweet and we'll add the same maps to quick play pool. I don't know.
I would love that, because I love Beaver Canyon and I want to play that map in a format where I can actually clamber.
Oh no, it's fucking horseshit. I'm not a fan of the fact that they've added the Delta Arena maps to quick play, but only with legacy settings.
Yeah.
Which makes zero sense to me, because everything except for Canopy Canopy's really fucking everything up. Everything except for Canopy was scaled for Infinite already. They have perfectly functional Infinite mode versions. We played those first, actually.
We did,
Customs.
yeah. And you know what? I had a great time on those maps playing with Infinite's movement. But also, by the way, that one fucking video of that guy being like, a classic Halo had movement, and it's just him like freaking corner peeking.
Yeah. No one was accusing it of not.
Through a flag. Ooh, movement.
Ooh.
Careful, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all the movement of Homer Simpson on the
couch. This isn't vanilla. This is French vanilla.
Yeah, like, dude, that's not what anyone fucking means when they say that. Yeah. Like, I Delta's a fun change of pace, but it gets kind of boring after a while.
It does.
Just from the lack of options.
Yeah, I like Delta Arena, but like again, it's just a very limiting like game.
I liked it better before they added BRs to it.
Genuinely, kinda, because like genuinely when I'm playing,
it has the problem of BR Avenger is just such a perfect all-rounder loadout that you have no incentive to pick up anything that's not a power weapon.
Pretty much, because like none of these maps apart from like Beaver Canyon are big enough to really require you to use super long-range weapons, so the BR works fine at like
Ascension.
God, I hate Ascension.
I liked Ascension before they added BRs gave everyone a BR.
And now you see why people don't like Ascension, because as soon as you put a freaking precision weapon on it sucks.
I don't think it's fine if they're limited. I like fighting over the bandit, but like it's fucking
fighting over the bandit. When everyone spawns with a precision weapon, when everyone spawns with a BR, it's just nowhere safe apart from like those freaking cave walkways down. Like,
dude, I swear, fucking, I did my ranking on Twitter, and I swear if they never added BRs to this fucking mode, Ascension would be like 4 spots higher.
It would be absolutely. Genuinely, I feel like the BR starts thing should have been optional. They should have had AR only and then AR BR.
You mean SMG?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Well, I think Sketch said they might be doing that when they put it back in its own playlist.
I hope so, because I want SMG only starts again, because that was really fun. It was very casual.
Yeah.
Like that was part of why I liked Delta Reno so much. It was like honestly pretty casual with the SMG only starts, but the second you put a BR on there, it's Sweat City now.
Yeah, and and it's like I don't dislike that. It just gets tiring after a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, some maps are just significantly worse with BR starts, like Ascension, like Beaver Creek, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. Well,
some of it doesn't matter as much. Like Boulevard, it's kind of the same either way.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Boulevard's such a good fucking map.
Boulevard is great. Yeah.
Frickin' Turf, like the original version. All versions of Turf are good. That is a rare map where like you cannot fuck it up.
Yeah.
I feel like you just can't fuck up Turf, dude.
Dude, one of the guys who when I did my ranking, one of the guys who actually, Mr. Greencastle, who helps out with a lot of these Forge creations, he's really fucking active on Twitter. So anytime I tweet about it, he'll like it. And he literally replied to me, "Found the Turf enjoyer," and I'm like, actually, I'm new to Infinite, but thanks. I guess I'm a Turf enjoyer now.
Hey, dude, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club, man.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to the Church of Turf.
Spelled T-U-R-F. T-U-R-F.
Yes. Well, that's one of many reasons why we call it Boulevard.
Exactly. Yeah. We don't need any. We don't need anybody getting confused.
It was too phonetically offensive.
Indeed.
Somebody heard through the grapevine it was J.K. Rowling's favorite map, so they were like, we gotta
change that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shift that one over. No, yeah, definitely next week after they.
I can't believe the woke liberal mind virus fucking censored my Halo map.
Halo goes woke.
You have to fucking think there was at least one goddamn chud on Reddit who thought that, unironically.
God, knowing this fucking fandom, Jesus Christ.
Dude, my favorite part about the Halo fandom being absolutely full of chuds is that every time I fucking go on a kill streak, I'm absolutely ruining their day. The best.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
An absolute non-zero chance. In fact, rather good chance that every single time you do that, they're just over there malding like, this is why I voted for Trump.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like literally the fastest way to piss off maggots is literally just going on to Halo Infinite and doing well. Unironically, I think I can prove this with science.
At the very least, you can prove it with statistics.
Sure.
Yep.
That's absolutely correct. And also, they don't get the context for that.
Yeah.
They're not going to receive the context for that.
Nope. You're getting nothing out of that.
Oh, yes. Yes. So what have you been up to? How's owning the Dallas Mavericks going?
Great. I've also lowered the price of insulin.
Oh. Actually, he doesn't actually own the Dallas Mavericks anymore. He apparently sold them to some fucking bitch.
Ah, motherfucker. Okay.
Yeah, I literally just read a comment about that like an hour ago.
Okay. So, you know what? I just realized the last time we did a podcast, I think, was pre-election.
I was actually going to make that joke, yeah. Sorry, we've been gone so long that democracy died while we weren't looking.
Yeah. Oh, the next 4 years are going to be shit.
Yeah, we're not exactly doing our job as political pundits here, sorry.
Yeah,
Our coverage is a bit late.
Yeah, oops. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
oops, all bad.
Damn, bro, if only we did an episode the day after, we could have been the next Destiny.
Look,
great.
I'm just saying, I was in such a bad mood that day that watching Transformers Revenge of the Fallen again felt like a better use of my time.
You might be the only human being on the planet who watches Revenge of the Fallen when they're upset.
Yeah, it's just like, I feel so bad, everything's terrible, I'm gonna watch Transformers 2. Which, to be fair...
Let me go back to a time in my life when this was the worst thing to happen to me. Genuinely, having watched Revenge of the Fallen again, man, there's something about it, man. It's a product of a different time. Yeah, it's got a bit of a diesel-y tinge.
Shut the fuck. The one thing that really stood out to me when watching that, no kidding. The first thing that stood out to me watching that movie again was just how unbelievably sexual it is at all times.
Yeah, that's what happens during a writer's strike.
Revenge of the Fallen might be the horniest PG-13 movie based on a children's toy line I have ever seen in my life.
Possibly, which makes it incredibly based. And that also tends to happen during writer's strikes.
Pretty much, yeah. But, no, Revenge of the Fallen is bad. It's a really bad movie, but it is bad in the same way that, like, freaking 1950s B movies are bad, you know?
Sure.
It is just the writers being completely unhinged and going for it.
But those movies don't have skids and mudflap, so...
That's true. But they do still have racism, usually.
Yeah, but it's less fun. It's not skids and mudflap style fun racism.
Right, yeah. Christ.
Yeah.
That being said, I love on another server, I just described the movie as just the frickin' image of Charlie Day at the corkboard with the red string just for like 2.5 hours. That's Revenge of the Fallen.
Sure.
Anyway, apart from that, I also watched actual cinema, Lawrence of Arabia. That movie is fucking 4 hours long, but thankfully it doesn't feel like it.
Sure.
No. As anybody, like, I'm gonna be completely honest with you right now. There are so many people who are just like, man, I really want to watch this movie, but like, I don't know, it's too long, man, it's too long. But if someone's just like, hey, Kevin, you want to watch a 4-hour epic about this dude going to Arabia? And I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go!
Sure.
No, Lawrence of Arabia was fucking amazing. Genuinely, I am sad that I missed the Fathom event to see this movie in a theater earlier this year, because that would have been incredible to see this in like an actual theater. Such a great movie. Such an amazing cinema. Like, it would have been an amazing cinema experience if I had the opportunity. I don't know, maybe for the fucking 80th anniversary. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, Lawrence of Arabia was fantastic. I also knocked another movie off of my, so, like, I have this, like, long list of movies I've been meaning to get to for, like, a long time, and one of them is this old anime movie from, I think, 2006 called Origin: Spirits of the Past, which, by the way, world's most generic title.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although, I will say, it's maybe better than the Japanese title, which is... Hold on, let me bring it up. Giniro no Agito, or literally Agito with the silver hair.
Sure.
Yeah, no, both are bad titles. Neither of which are indicative of the film. But, it's... God, that movie is visually fantastic, has amazing music, and really cool world building and designs. Story's fucking garbage.
Sure.
That is a very nice screensaver of a movie. It is, God damn it, Origin is... I wanted to like that movie so much more than I did, but like it's not good. It's not great.
Yeah.
It is a pure 5 out of 10. But I also finally watched the original short film that 9 was based off of, which is really funny going back to in hindsight because it's basically just a fucking Cliff Notes version of the movie at that point.
Yes.
Maybe better than the movie, considering it doesn't have anybody talking in it, because the script was the worst part of the 9 movie. So...
yeah.
No, yeah, I was finally able to watch the short film, which was an interesting experience. Also watched Donnie Darko. Donnie Darko, good movie, turns out. And
every fucking time someone says Donnie Darko, I always confuse it with A Scanner Darkly.
I keep doing the same thing. Like, I've honestly done the same thing. So at the very least, I can't blame you for that. I can't blame you for that one very much.
Sure.
But yeah, no, I get that. And in terms of like anime and shit, well, the first half of ReZero Season 3 is over, so I guess we can talk about that for a second.
It's true.
ReZero.
In 1 second, over.
Shut up. No.
That's all you get.
Actually, don't shut up. Keep talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just run that one back. No, ReZero is back, baby, and it is as peak as ever.
True.
Yeah, no, first 8 episodes were really good.
Absolutely.
Yep. People who dropped ReZero in the first season because they didn't like Subaru at the start are missing out on my goat. Oh my god.
This is true.
Dude, the freaking scene of him actually like taking control of the media and just giving that fucking rousing speech, which was like 90% I suck and 10% y'all don't have to suck as much as me.
Yeah.
Was kind of amazing.
Yeah.
I love that that's the episode that they said, okay, we need an extra 5 minutes for this.
To be fair, it was an easy extra 5 minutes because it's just people standing in the same room talking.
That is true. Most economical extra length episode of ReZero ever.
I mean, as we learned from season 2, if the scene just requires them to have 2 characters stand off and talk in the same environment, it's pretty easy to extend the runtime.
That is true, yeah. Case in point, literally any episode with Echidna in season 2.
And most episodes with Roswell.
And most, oh god, that fucking bedroom. So many scenes just take place in that bedroom for like 15 minutes.
At its peak.
At its peak! I love ReZero! No, No, first half of season 2 was really good, and I'm looking forward to the second half in.
I think it's season 3.
That's what I meant, season 3. And I'm looking
I mean, the first half of season 2 is immaculate as well, but
Yeah.
you know,
And
we're talking about that.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to the second half of season 3 in, what was it, spring?
No, I think it's only like, what was it? I think it's like a 5-week break, 6-week break, something like that.
Okay, so it'll start back up in January then?
January or February, I forget.
Alright, cool. Awesome.
I don't know. I'm sure we'll fucking hear about it.
Yep. No, excited.
I think February, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Alright. Look, I'll know when it's ready when Crunchyroll says that there's a new episode to watch.
I'll know it's ready when it trends.
Yeah, when it's like, why is ReZero trending? Oh shit, new episode! Yeah. I've also been watching Dragon Ball Daima, and I believe you have as well.
Yes.
So it's a really fun show. It's a really fun show so far, but this is really funny to say about Dragon Ball. The pacing's a little slow.
Yeah, just like the olden days.
Yeah, nah, this is bringing me back to, yeah, it took us 8 episodes to get the first Dragon Ball. We're bringing it back old school, baby.
No, it's interesting how it has some pacing much more similar to like OG Dragon Ball than, yeah.
Yeah, because like in terms of modern Dragon Ball, I'm used to Super. You know, everything's just like fast, immediate.
Super's pace is pretty quick. Yeah.
Yeah. Even reading the original Dragon Ball manga, when you read the manga, it's such a breezy read through.
Yeah.
Like it again, it's very go and do. Daima is weirdly like slow and methodical and likes to take its time on a lot of things, which is so weird.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just not used to that in, like, modern anime anymore, because mostly because I don't watch One Piece. Which, by the way, 6-month break. One Piece anime's on a 6-month break.
Why didn't they start doing this fucking, like, 15 years ago?
I don't fucking know, dude. Like, I guess it took them this long because finally they managed to get the production schedule to a point where they're actually able to, you know, give the show good animation. But now, but now even that buffer is running thin, and they're just like, shit, we actually need to just stop making episodes for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go figure, right? No.
Crazy.
It also doesn't help that Oda keeps going on breaks.
Yeah, how dare he? Get back to work, wage slave.
Look, the dude's like freaking in his like late 50s, early 60s, and he's still making the exact same fucking series that he was back in his 30s. Like, give him a break. Yeah.
Didn't he also imply that he still wants to make more manga after One Piece?
Yeah, he said that One Piece is his magnum opus, but he wants to make much shorter series afterwards.
Yeah, no, I think the tune was more, I want to make something I might actually be able to finish.
I don't think he's in the I got one more in me mode. I don't think he's planning on being Togashi.
Dude, that was like 6 years ago or whatever, but it was crazy that Togashi was like, you know, I'd like to do like a card battler anime one day, or manga one day, and I'm like, I'd like it if you made manga, period.
Yeah, maybe finish Hunter x Hunter first, and then we'll talk.
He's going on it. He's going back on hiatus again, but it's weird because it's going back on hiatus, but we know from his Twitter that he's got more manuscripts done beyond what they're stopping at, so like, he's working on it.
He is doing a lot more work on Hunter x Hunter as of late, and I do appreciate that, and I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited.
Apparently his secret was the beanbag chair.
Dude, just do all your writing on a beanbag chair, and just grab your tablet, draw on a beanbag chair. Problem fucking solved.
Yeah. No, yeah, he apparently has a beanbag chair-based setup now. And apparently the only thing that really gives him trouble is weirdly color pages.
I guess, no, you know what? That would make sense because, like, comparative to, like, just drawing characters, whenever you need more leverage to actually, like, get the exact color, like, shit down correctly, so that makes makes sense. But,
Shame, he's a hell of a watercolor artist.
That is true. God, his watercolors are beautiful, honestly.
Yeah.
Look at any cover of Hunter x Hunter, and it's like the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah. It's yeah, it's interesting. He's like one of the few mangaka that I can think of that when they do color stuff, their default strategy is watercolors.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. But now, glad that Takashi's getting more work done.
I'm glad that Jump takes better care of their talents now. The author of Dark Gathering just announced that they are going on break until April, just for rest and research and stuff. And it's like it's so cool that they're able to just do that now.
I'm really glad that I'm glad that Shueisha has recognized that forcing their mangaka through the weekly grind and just being like, we'll just do more manga, forehead, is not good, and they can't really keep it up anymore. So I'm glad
Dude,
that
it's
they're...
like fucking yeah. No, it's like some of them are just announcing breaks like left and right, like fucking in like the entire final 2 years it took Horikoshi to finish MHA. He was basically taking a week every other month off, if more than that.
He was, yeah.
Which is good that he's able to do that, and
Incredible.
such.
Yeah, incredibly happy that he was able to, you know, more or less take his time a little bit more with the final arc of MHA.
Not to mention, and I've talked about this before, not to mention how Jump Square has treated Ashihara. Ashikawa? Yeah, Ashihara. Sorry, I'm tired. Ashihara, yeah. Where I liken it to the professional version of "It's okay, Rocky. You go when you feel like it."
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Not to undermine his effort. I'm just pointing it out.
I know. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
To be fair, Rocky did win that race.
It's true.
And the winner is Rocky!
It's okay, Squidward. I knew how much this meant to you, so I had the trophy engraved to you. Wow, Patrick, thanks.
Squidward,
tortellini!
Unironically, that might be one of my favorite variants of the tortoise and the hare. that entire episode is like an indirect tortoise and the hare adaptation, and it's amazing.
So very quotable. I quote "not good enough, Gary" constantly.
Not good enough.
Not good enough, Gary. Not good enough.
Hello, and welcome to the 35th annual Running of the Snails, of which I'm a huge fan. No, seriously, I'm just a fan. I snuck in.
The door was just open. I came on in. Hey, get off there, man.
Hey, get out of here. No,
He's almost a quarter of the way there.
And, well...
This is a very quotable episode.
It is, oddly. Yeah. Early SpongeBob, man. Early fucking SpongeBob. Yeah, and, well... We're about 10 weeks in. I guess I can finally talk about, Don Da Don properly. Because I've given it time to actually... See, I'm not a fucking dweeb. I'm not going to fucking king make a show just because it looks good. I'm going to give it time to cook, and I'm going to wait for it to actually...
That's how you get Zanken no Terror.
Exactly. I waited for Don Da Don to actually impress me. I waited for Don Da Don to actually, you know, show me what it's actually about.
Uh-huh.
It's really, really good. But I think the people who are acting like it's some kind of like... The people who are acting like it's some kind of like groundbreaking masterpiece are honestly kind of doing it a disservice. Because I've mentioned this to you before. The biggest thing that Don Da Don does right is its execution. Because, like, when you look at its individual parts, technically speaking, it's nothing special. It's about this group of teenagers who get caught up in stuff like yokai and UFOs and shit like that. The kid who believes in aliens gets cursed by a yokai, and the girl who only believes in yokai gains psychic powers from aliens, and they have to like kind of work together to make sure that they're and they have to like work together, and they're constantly having to fight off both yokai and aliens because the aliens are trying to invade Earth, and the yokai are trying to, like, protect Earth from aliens, but at the same time, the yokai are cursing humans, and that kind of... It's a complicated, like, whole thing. It's not that unique as a setup, though, because, like, it's basically just, you know, everything's supernatural. It's, like, again, Charlie Day at the Corkboard, the show. And... but, like, its execution is really what makes it good, because the character interactions are so good, and I love the relationship between the main characters. There's this really interesting kind of, like, love square between the main four characters that's being built up, because you have the nerdy kid, you have the preppy girl who's actually kind of a nerd herself, you have the other preppy girl who's like a fucking chunibyo who believes herself to be like the frickin' like chosen hero of the story. She's not. And then you have this new guy coming in who's like the childhood friend of the first girl, and the relationship between all four of them is really, really fascinating and really fun, and it just creates this really amazing dynamic between the four of them. And I think the show, honestly, and the visuals and animation are fantastic, obviously, but what really makes it work is just the human center of the show, because all the conflicts are also based around, like, I don't know, I'm just freaking rambling at this point, but, like, no, Dandadan is a good show.
That's absolutely correct. And also...
No, Dandadan is a good show, but I am kind of pissed that people have frickin' king-maked it into this kind of, like, groundbreaking series, like, this is the greatest shonen that's ever existed, and it's the best thing since whatever the fuck, and I'm like, it's really good, don't get me wrong. Y'all need to slow the fuck down.
Sure.
No, I love Dandadan, but, like, come on. I do suggest watching it, though. It's really fun. I like it a lot.
No, thanks.
Genuinely, it plays to a lot of the strengths that you like in, like, urban fantasy. It plays to a lot of those strengths.
No, thanks. I'm busy.
Fair enough. But, no, Dandadan is good. I will say that much. So,
Sure.
you know, there is a reason it's popular, but people are stupid about it. And it pisses me off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because I'm starting to see people get pushed away from it, and I'm like, no, come back, wait. No.
Yeah. That happens.
Yeah, no, and the thing is, yeah. The one thing you don't want to do when you're trying to get people into the thing that you're into is to king-make it...
Put down everything else.
Is to put down everything else and king-make it too hard.
Yeah.
It's
not a good look.
It's not a good look, because, like, for instance, I know a guy who is, like, super into trails, and he's trying to get other people into like, trails and whatever.
Yeah.
He keeps acting like it is God's gift to RPGs.
That's fascinating. Kevin, have you heard a little indie gem called 20XX?
Oh, that old story.
Dude, it kicks Mega Man 11's ass.
Ah, that old chestnut. It's a classic right there. Mm-hmm. You know, maybe one of these days I'll get around to it when I stop being bitter.
That's the main thing. You don't want to... It's not fair to any piece of media to have such heavy negative associations with it off the bat. You know, so when these things happen, I don't really like engaging with these things, just because, like, I'm predisposed to not like it because of personal interactions, and that's not fair. That's not fair.
Exactly, and at that point, even if I do tell you that, you know, Dandadan's actually good, you're still not going to give it a fair chance because of that negative association, which sucks.
Okay, please stop picking your microphone. But yes, I agree.
Right. No, it sucks. So, like, jeez.
Yeah.
Anyway, and
oh god, I scrolled down on Reddit and I saw the Weekenders. Jesus Christ, I haven't thought about the Weekenders in fucking 30 years.
Fucking Jesus. And on top of all that, I've also been rewatching an anime with Sheridan, actually. We've
Sure.
we've actually been rewatching Mobile Suit Gundam 00, where I think we're like a third of the way through season 2 now.
Yeah.
So Gundam 00 is...
Does it get rebranded at that point as Double Double O?
No, it's just 00 second
Quad-
season.
Quadruple O?
No. No. But, so Gundam 00 is interesting, because, like, the last time I saw that, I was not even an adult yet.
Sure.
Like, last time I saw that, I was, like, 17 or so. I don't think I had even met you at that point.
Nope.
So, like, it's been a very long time since I've watched Gundam 00, and I've been meaning to do a rewatch. Like, a full, just straight rewatch of the show. Because it was my first Gundam, and honestly, it was kind of what got me into mecha anime properly, along with, like, Gurren Lagann. So... because they both aired on Sci-Fi Channel. So
Yeah.
I've been interested in going back to it to try and see if it holds up. Gundam 00 is actually better than I remember.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, Gundam 00 is really good. And honestly, I feel like a lot of people should give the second season another chance. Because, like, as far as I've seen from the second season, yes, it is a lot faster paced, and it does, like, move from one major plot point to the next really fast. But I would, rather than say that it feels rushed, it feels dense. What makes Gundam 00 Season 2 feel as breezy as it does is that it's always so dense, and it just keeps the ball rolling in terms of its story, but it never feels like it's rushing anything. Every single plot point feels like it's given the proper amount of time to sink in, and the impact always feels appropriate, and I never feel like I'm being pushed away from a particular plot point too fast. It's like, okay, we're done here, that's fine. Azata stands on fire now. And honestly, it's really interesting watching it now because I understand, like, world politics and shit better. Man, you can really tell this was Gundam post 9/11.
Yeah.
This is absolutely a Gundam series during the War on Terror, and it's a really fascinating watch. Because, like, honestly, a lot of the politics and a lot of its world viewpoints are still... not only are they still relevant today, they're arguably more relevant. They're arguably even more relevant. I think Gundam 00 might be one of the best aged Gundam series in that regard. It's really, really good.
Sure.
But no, I'm looking forward to finishing season 2. Probably going to do that over the next week. I'm hoping to do it over the next week before Saren goes to Anime Weekend Atlanta. And I'm really looking forward to revisiting the movie in particular, Awakening of the Trailblazer. Because, like, I love the movie. A lot of fans are, like, super mixed on the second season and even more mixed on the movie. I've always loved the 00 movie, and I really want to see how that holds up, so really excited to get to that.
Yeah.
And in terms of video games, I actually started playing Klonoa Door to Phantomile because I got the Fantasy Reverie collection on Steam for like $10.
Yep.
Yeah, that's certainly a very charming platformer, oddly very Kirby-like in its gameplay design. Like, the whole picking up and throwing enemies thing feels very, like, Kirby's Dream Land-ish.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I played through Fantasy Reverie when it came out. Not last year, I think it was 2022.
2022, yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you think of it?
It was good. Yeah, it is kind of basic, but it's very charming in that way. And I think I remember liking the second game a little bit more, gameplay wise.
A lot of people do, yeah.
Yeah, not that it really differentiates that much, but I think it just has slightly more, what's what I'm looking for? Just a little bit more with its level design, I guess, while still maintaining the same pretty simple mechanics. Yeah, no, I liked it. I think I bought it at launch, and I think it was a little short for what they were charging for it, but like other than that, yeah, it was fine.
Yeah,
It was pretty good.
it was like $40 back then, but honestly,
Yeah.
for $10, I feel like it's a no-brainer purchase.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I agree.
And that's more or less what I've been up to. What you been up to?
That's crazy. You're crazy. It's hard to even begin answering that question because I forget how fucking long we've been gone, like 5-6 weeks, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. It's been a while.
It has in fact been a while.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's same old fucking stuff. I'm always playing Overwatch, Halo. I got back into Hitman for a while. I probably beat some things while I was fucking. Oh yeah, I beat what the fuck was it? Sorry, I got to check Steam real quick because I forget what the fuck it was that. Oh, Void Rot. Void Rot was great.
Oh yeah, I never heard like your full thoughts on Void Rot actually.
Void Rot is really cool. Void Rot is really cool. It's a Metroidvania. It is fairly open-ended, very abstract in its storytelling. I don't quite get what it. I honestly I don't think I looked into it enough to really understand much about what it was about, but it certainly was interesting. But in terms of gameplay, it had. The one thing that turns people away from it right away is the somewhat slippery movement, but I swear you can get used to it. And when you get used to it, it's actually really fun how fast you can go. I really enjoyed it. I thought it had a lot of solid boss fights, combat design. I really like the sense of exploration and discovery. It's very similar. It's similar to me to Hollow Knight, where you are constantly getting small rewards and nooks and crannies and stuff like that. It's also very similar to it's very Zero Mission-esque, which is interesting.
It's an interesting comparison.
Yeah, for the same reasons. The end stat screen is almost identical. It's clearly a game built for speedrunning, so I'm interested to see if speedrunners pick it up.
That would be cool.
No,
that
yeah,
would be cool.
Yeah, no, I thought it flowed really well. I thought it's definitely one of those. It's definitely because of its somewhat open-endedness. It's definitely a Metroidvania that is in the vein of find new ability in a crevice, go check every dead end on the map until you find the right way forward. So there were admittedly some parts where I wasn't making a whole lot of forward progress, but I was always discovering things, which is really the key to it. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed Void Rot. I actually bought it in the fucking. They also did a really smart promotional thing when they launched Void Rot, which is that they partnered with other games to like have themed discount bundles for them. One with Bow Path of the Teal Lotus, which I already beat this year. And then the other with Gestalt, Steam, and Cinder, which I got that bundle, so I also own Gestalt. I'll probably play that at some point.
Yeah.
Which I thought was just a really creative way to launch a game by bundling it with with a other recent game that fans of the genre might want both of, which I guess is mostly possible because of just how focused and tight-knit the Metroidvania community on Steam is, but I still thought it was a really interesting marketing strategy.
That is a really cool strategy because it's one of those kill two birds with one stone kind of deals. So I can always appreciate something like that.
Sorry, I'm looking at my fucking 2D platformer / Metroidvania page right now. I forgot that I bought Pepper Grinder and Gunbrella when Devolver was having that sale. I'll have to get to those soon.
Oh yeah, Gunbrella, yeah.
Gunbrella and Pepper Grinder, yeah. I think I streamed the demo of Pepper Grinder with you at some point.
I believe you did, yeah.
Unfortunately, I decided to go back to Hollow Knight. I'm doing another run through of Hollow Knight with mods, Mr. Squidward, with mods. Yeah, I bought Hollow Knight for a fourth time on PC to play with a bunch of mods, and I'm having a lot of fun with that. I think I wanted to do this now because, look, I feel it in my bones. Silksong has to be coming soon.
You have bought Hollow Knight more times than I have bought Ys 8.
You know what's crazy? I still don't think it holds the record. I think the record is still Diablo 3.
It might be. No, yeah, dude, with freaking Ys 8.
Or maybe Let's see, maybe Skyrim, maybe Fallout 4 about like 3 times. On different platforms, by the way. I'm not just buying the same game over.
Yeah.
I'm telling the audience. Yeah, no, because I did the thing when Fallout London came out. I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I own it on Steam, but I don't want the headache. I'll literally just buy it. It's on sale on GOG. I'll literally just buy the GOG version, so I can have a completely separate installation.
Yeah.
A nice clean. Which also, by the way, I have been playing through Fallout London, kind of on and off. I kind of go in bursts where I kind of get really into it for like 10, 15 hours, and then I back out again and focus on other things. Still really good. God, my phone just sorry, I made a really popular comment on Reddit earlier, and my phone will not stop blowing up. I don't want to say it. I don't want to spoil anything, but it was about the former owner of the Dallas Mavericks. That's all I'm gonna say. I say as if my Reddit comments aren't public. Anyway.
Yeah.
I went back to I'm so this is my 3rd or 4th playthrough of Hollow Knight, so I'm quite adept at what I'm doing. But the mods do add some fun twists to it, which I'm definitely enjoying. Definitely gonna go back to that later. I also bought, because it was on sale, and if I bought this when it came out less than 2 months ago, at full price, I would have been pissed. Raincoat already $30 on the last PSN sale.
Bye.
Like, holy shit, that game was 50% off after 5 weeks. Ridiculous.
Good lord, yeah.
Makes me nervous. Anyway, I bought it. I played through the entire Chapter 0, and it was pretty good, actually. I really liked the case in that one. That case actually reuses a concept that he wanted to do in V3, and they told him, no, that would be way too ambitious and expensive. So, yeah, the Chapter 0 case here is based on that scrapped idea, which I thought was interesting. So far, I'm having a good time, though I'm probably going to end up playing that game in chunks. Just go back to it whenever I want it. It's funny because I used to play a shitload of narrative adventure games when I was younger, but these days I still like them, but I feel like I need to be in the right mood for them.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I'm a very dewy guy now. I want to fucking press buttons. I want to press buttons before arthritis takes me.
Morty, I gotta press buttons, Morty.
Morty. Is this game popular with autistic people? Why? Because I'm starting to love it! Rick being super into Minecraft might be one of my favorite little bits.
Because it's so in character. It fits him so perfectly.
We'll have to wait. Can we do things while we wait? Yes. I'm gonna play Minecraft. Oh, my kids play Minecraft. I don't like these little jabs you get in, Elon Tusk. Elon Tusk, yeah. Played by himself, actually.
Oh.
Yep.
Before the bad times.
It's crazy. I don't want to compliment him, but he's actually not a terrible voiceover for like a celebrity cameo.
Okay. Well.
Actually, not terrible. Tolerable.
It's
also the thing about that cameo is that it's actually it's a little humble, because this is before he went absolutely insane. It might even be before the Grimes breakup.
It might have been. Yeah, it was probably before the Grimes breakup. Yeah.
Dude, has any breakup ever broken a man more than that one?
I don't know, man. But yeah,
dude just did a 180 after that.
Yeah, Elon Musk is a not bad voice cameo, much like Conor McGregor was a not bad target in Hitman.
Oh yeah, that situation happened.
Yeah, he's removed. Yeah, they removed him.
Yeah, now they're immediately on to the next one, which is Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Genuinely, that is great. That is great.
I feel bad for the guy on Reddit who was so sure it was Ralph Macchio, though.
Yeah, it would have been really fucking cool if it was, because like the timeline would make sense, right? Because we're in the final season of Cobra Kai, and we got a new Karate Kid movie coming out next year. Which, by the way,
Yeah.
looks
Also the
awesome.
silhouette. Also, the silhouette was very close to a promotional image of Ralph Macchio. So I don't blame the guy for thinking that, but
Yeah.
apparently it was not meant to be.
Yeah.
Also, Ralph Macchio would have been just the right tier of celebrity to cameo in Hitman.
Yeah, no, it tracks. Like, it makes sense, but yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's the Van Damme, which, yes, Reddit, humorously, both Dimitri Vegas and Jean-Claude Van Damme have been in both Mortal Kombat and Hitman. Yes. You're... Gee, Mr. Green, you're the first person in the 50-year history of this camp to make that joke.
Yep. Indeed.
More like Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Van Damme. That reminds me of fucking Spike TV, which is now Paramount Network. Spike.
Oh.
The naming of that is so weird. It went from TNN to Spike TV to Esquire Network to Paramount Network.
God, the enshittification of everything.
Of everything, man.
Are we not allowed to have such a basic pleasure as Spike TV anymore? Come on.
Right, yeah. No, Spike TV used to have their freaking month of Van Damme marathon, where like every day they would have like a different Van Damme movie. I remember them really trying to hype up Street Fighter.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Who do we get to play the most American person in Street Fighter? A French dude. Sorry, a Belgian dude. A Belgian dude.
Oh, yeah. Wow, you made the same mistake Johnny Gat did.
I am good. It's
French. I don't give a fuck about this French fuck. I am Belgian. Then make yourself a fucking waffle.
I am going to kick that son of a bitch Bison's ass so hard. That's actually how he says that line. It's amazing. No, I love the original Street Fighter movie. It is so fun. It's not good, but it's very fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Their version of doing the Hadoken in that movie is literally just having the actor for you do the hand motion up to a guy's chest, and then they just do like a freaking white flash on the screen.
Sorry, what you're talking about is very interesting. I'm still mad that they wrote Johnny Gat out of Saints Row the Third because he was too busy with Hawaii 5-0.
Yes. Which is...
And guess what's persisted in popular culture longer? Yeah. I mean, make better decisions, Daniel Day Kim.
Okay, yeah. Look, people still want a return to form for Saints Row. We haven't gotten it yet, but we still want one.
Dude, we never will. I'm just gonna the reboot failed so spectacularly that I think that IP is just shelved now.
Yeah, I think that just freaking repulsed everybody away from it.
Yeah, that one's going back on the top shelf.
Yep. You know, I actually...
No, sorry. That gave the wrong impression. Not top shelf as in liquor. I mean top shelf as in the board games you can't reach as a child. I hope that clarifies things.
Yeah. You can have this back later.
Right. Yeah. But yeah. Oh yeah. Remember when you got grounded from shit and they just put it to a high place you couldn't fucking reach.
Yep.
People are silly.
Yep. God, fucking damn it. I actually own the Saints Row reboot on fucking EGS because it was like a free game.
So soon? Wow.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
wow.
It was a free game like freaking 2 months later, dude. They wanted to get rid of that
wow.
shit.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it was that went on that was
they
free.
Wanted to get rid of it like they needed to get rid of their stock of digital copies.
They're just like,
wow.
Fuck it, someone play this game.
Get this off our hard drive. That's right. We have actually made individualized copies of this game on our servers. First come, first serve. When they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Saints Row 2022 is fungible.
Yeah. Speaking... God damn it. No, Speaking of which, the Lego Skywalker saga is also free right now. So, yeah.
I bought that forever ago, and I played like the first like I don't know 4 or 5 levels or whatever, and I was like, this is cool.
Yeah.
And then just
It's a Lego game.
Fell off it. Just fell off and did other things. Like,
It happens. It happens.
mm-hmm. I think part of it is just anything Star Wars at this point just makes my brain turn numb and saying, "Oh, okay,
I
that's
hate.
the thing with this."
Yeah, I hate what Star Wars has become, dude. Because I used to love Star Wars. I used to just be like so excited for it, and now I'm just like, the nostalgic slop factory known as Star Wars.
There was no attempt at subterfuge there, but for whatever reason, it sounded like you were talking about a failing marriage and using Star Wars as a euphemism.
Star Wars feels like a failing marriage, dude.
Yeah, it's true.
Dude, at this point, I've taken the kids and we are not seeing each other.
Yeah.
We're not officially divorced, but like, we're on some rocky fucking ground, man.
You and Star Wars are sleeping in separate beds.
I hate how accurate this comparison is.
Yeah.
Why'd you have to go there? Now I'm just sad again.
Sorry. Hell is real, and Christianity was right all along. Sorry.
Sorry.
It's just like the way Grandpa Glup is just like, sorry.
Sorry.
Like he's had to come to terms with it over the last 4 decades or whatever.
It's just like you can just hear the weathered tiredness in his voice when he says it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, good lord.
It was a great story, Grandpa Glup.
So is that all you've been up to, or like, fucking, I don't know.
I'm sorry, am I boring you? Does my life bore you?
No, I just want to know what else the fuck you've been up to.
I practiced my juggling a few times.
Ah, he did.
That is certainly a thing I've said, yeah.
Interesting.
I suppose we can also talk about the fact that the fucking we did our annual prediction video for the Game Awards.
We have done our annual predictions.
So I'm not recapping it here. Go watch that one, idiot.
Yes, we did. But
Yep.
we also need to figure out what the we also need to lock in like what our guesses are going to be for like the announcements.
I have my guesses already. It's just not the 10th yet.
It's not the 10th yet, indeed. 3 more
Yes,
days.
We lock it off 48 hours before the awards, which are weirdly late this year.
Yeah.
It feels late because I think last year was December 9th and the year before that was December 7th and this year is the 12th.
Yeah. I think they just wait for like Tuesday of the second week or Thursday, whatever. Anyway, they wait until the second week of the month.
So it's Thursday, yeah.
So, yeah, I do have like a list of announcements that I have like put down. So I'm gonna let you have yours first, and then whatever you, and then like if there's any overlap, I'll just freaking strike it off.
You can predict the same thing. We just both get points for it.
Fair enough.
Yep.
But, yeah, no. I want to diversify though. I like diversifying.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, fucking woke DAI mind virus. Jeez.
Woke DI mind virus.
Tune in next episode where I'm replaced by a sassy black woman.
Hey yo, I'm Zeke Freak.
Ezekiela.
Yo, I'm Zaquisha.
There's that. Now you've officially taken it too far, buddy. Or as my replacement might say, "Oh no, he didn't."
And you know what he did? Exactly what I said.
I love that. I told you. What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you? 'Cause I told you. And when did I tell you? A long time ago. And what did I say? What happened? What I told you? Exactly what just happened.
It's great, man.
I like how that's very obviously a guy doing that voice.
Yeah,
but he does it well.
He does it well. No, you can absolutely tell that it's a guy who is. He knows those kinds of people.
Yeah, it's one of the regular You know, it's weird. Like I need to learn like the names of like the stock. There's like a handful of like stock background actors on Family Guy that are so good at what they do, but they do not get enough credit for it.
Yeah.
Like the fucking guy they get for every commercial announcement or TV broadcast. But that guy's awesome.
Yeah.
That guy has awesome line deliveries, and no one knows who he is.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Can't believe Weenie and the Bud got Me Too'd.
Sexual harassment on 97.1.
On Cool 97.1 FM.
Turn it
Court
on and
ordered.
rip the knob off.
Court ordered overreaction. That's right. Those names no longer fly since several women came forward with sexual allegations against us.
He no funny.
I really like that. I really like how it's a setup to a completely different plot line, but I love how they just threw that little gag referencing Weenie and the Butt from like fucking 10 seasons ago in there.
It's so
amazing.
Good. Weenie and the Butt is such a great fucking bit because that is barely an exaggeration of actual talk radio.
Yep.
It's the best. That might be one of one of the best fucking Family Guy bits, just because it's so incredibly accurate. You can tell if you lived in if you were in a car that was on the fucking radio during any point in the fucking 2000s, you heard something like Weenie in the Butt.
Yep. Dude, sometimes I wish we were adults during the age of talk radio. We could have made it. We could have been like, we can be obnoxious on demand.
Yeah, we've been doing it for an hour now.
No, I mean like really obnoxious.
Oh, God. If we had, I guarantee you, if I actually had like a freaking switchboard fucking audio board, I would be abusing the fuck out of that. As it stands, trying to do it through Discord is annoying.
These are true facts. No, dude, we could have been so obnoxious on command. We could have fucking like. Here's the thing. This might be my most boomer take yet, but I feel like talk radio obnoxiousness had a certain class and panache to it that like YouTuber obnoxiousness does not have.
You are completely right. I hate to say it, but like people like fucking God, who's that one fucking talk radio guy that nobody likes anymore? I don't know.
Howard Stern?
Yeah, Howard Stern. Like fucking Howard Stern just had like a timbre to him, you know?
Oh sure, no, I grew up listening to fucking like Dr. Dre and shit.
Oh yeah.
Or not Dr. Dre, Dr. Drew. Okay, yes, Dr. Dre, but also Dr. Drew.
Dr. Drew, yeah. No, yeah, shit like that. Yeah.
Dude, they should have collabed.
They should have, yeah. No,
yeah. Dr. Drew would be like, "How's your sex life?" And Dr. Drew would be like, "Pretty good."
Also, Zeke,
I'm Dr. Dre.
Also, Zeke, you don't have to worry about like having boomer sounding takes. We're 30. We're gonna start having them. We are.
I don't get the young people in their battle royales,
sir. We are at the age where we can say "back in my day" and mean it.
I feel like the young people only like battle royales because they can't conceptualize the finality of death. But I can. Okay, maybe. Every day I wake up and stare into the abyss. That's why I like games with respawn. It makes me feel better about the encroaching inevitability of the end.
Okay, maybe not that far, but like...
Sure.
I don't know, maybe that far. I don't know.
Yeah. No, you're silent. You're silently nodding.
Yeah. The point is, we like Halo.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
I'm not here for chicken dinner. I'm here to frag some noobs.
Yeah. Except there are no noobs playing Halo Infinite. Everybody playing Halo Infinite has been here for a while. If anything,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Here's the thing. Because like there's people in Halo Infinite that suck shit, right? Yeah. But like, I feel like they're not noobs. I feel like they have 10,000 hours in this game and they're just garbage.
Yeah, they're just bad at it. Yeah.
Yeah. But who knows?
Who knows? Yeah.
Who knows? There are no new players, only Smurfs.
Every time you see a blue dude, he's always popping off.
Yeah, default blue dude with the Calavino helmet or whatever. I'm just like, dude, you get like 30 colors for free. Why do you have to be blue?
I do appreciate.
Why do you not get easy?
I do appreciate that they make the default color blue, so like,
Yeah.
they are literal actual Smurfs.
Oh yeah, especially if you're playing Mini Slayer, which we never are. Mini Slayer
No,
sucks.
Yeah, Mini Slayers. Oh my god, the hit detection is so awful.
The everything is so awful.
Yeah.
I hate Mini Slayer.
Look,
I'm not afraid to say it.
Look, I like silly bullshit modes. That is too silly bullshit for me. I'm sorry.
It's fourth silly bullshit. Maybe even eighth silly bullshit.
4v4 silly bullshit.
Yeah, stay tuned for other hot takes. In that vein.
In that vein, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that'll do it for this first segment.
Indeed.
Stay tuned for more shenaniganery on the Bakagaijinshow. Hey, welcome back to the Bakagaijinshow. I have a story that just happened.
Just
5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago.
Ooh, fresh, hot off the presses.
Exactly. My brother leaves his coffee everywhere, just like undrunken, just like full cups of coffee. He'll just leave them around. I guess he's waiting for them to cool off, but like I don't. Sometimes he just forgets about them. This time he left a full uncovered cup of coffee just in the bathroom.
What? Why did he bring it into the? Why would you?
I don't know, but I told him about it, and he's like, "Is that?" I'm like, "Is that your coffee in there?" He's like, "Oh yes, thank you." And he went to get it, and I'm like, "Okay, my piss particles are in there. Like, I didn't try to get my piss particles in there, but I know they're in there." Just from the air, like like I'm like I wasn't trying to, but like I know my piss particles in there. He is drinking my piss currently.
At current, your brother is drinking your piss.
Thanks for the title, man. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Found it. Print it.
Yep. Indeed. I also had a work story.
Of course. Yeah. You've been working, boy.
Although it's not much of a story.
Okay.
But I need to talk about this, okay? Because last night was busy, and when things get busy, we have valet parking. We have no. We have.
I need you to understand. No good thing ever starts with "we have valet parking."
So, but here's the thing. I've told you before about the parking lot. We have no business offering valet parking.
Yeah.
Our parking lot is like a very small fucking horseshoe-shaped thing.
Yeah.
Not big enough for valet parking.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. No. It's a bit much. It's a bit indulgent.
But here's the thing about the valet parking is that when valet parking is offered, there is the valet parking guy. The valet parking guy, I don't know his name. I know nothing about him. He's not like a regular employee that works front or back of house. I never see this guy unless valet parking has been initiated, and then suddenly he just spawns in. The valet parking guy. He's a young man with a closely shaven head who I am going to guess is maybe 23, 24, something like that.
Okay.
And he's extremely talkative. And every time I walk into work, when he's there, he will flag me down and attempt to start a conversation with me. And I'm like, I'm just trying to get to my job, man. I just want
to get work.
and I don't dislike him or anything, but like I'm just like, how boring is your job that you feel the need to do this? Yeah. Or is he just always like, and he'll like, it's just strange because like, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know where he comes from. He only shows up when we need valet parking, and he's just the valet parking guy. Do they just keep him in the basement? He does not work. I need to be clear. He does not work here regularly. I don't see him. He is nowhere until valet parking has been initiated, and then suddenly he's just there. And he flags me down.
I love
and
the,
no,
by the way. By the way, I love the phrasing of valet parking has been initiated.
Yes, we've initiated valet parking protocol. Yes. And here's the thing: if you'll recall, our parking lot is like a big horseshoe-shaped thing where the round is the front of the building. So no matter where I park, I can't escape this man because behind the restaurant is a forest and a creek. Okay, the only way to get to my job is to enter the line of sight of the valet parking guy. It's like the little bombers in Majora's Mask, you know, that you can't fucking avoid.
Yeah.
Like the little kids. Yeah. Like it's like that. Like I'll try to sneak into work, but he'll always spot me. And he's like, "Hey man, how's it been? I've been playing more Elden Ring lately." I'm like, "Guy, I don't,
buddy.
I don't know. I don't know.
We are not on that level.
I gotta get in there. It's busy. There's like a big pile of things." And he's just flagging me down, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I agree.
One of these days, you just gotta look him in the eye, sigh, and say, "Look, man, I'm a metal worker."
Yes. Correct. Look, I scrub the pots. You strangers trust you with their cars, I guess. I don't like. I'm gonna be honest, man, and this is nothing against you personally. I'm kind of against the concept of valet parking in relation to this business.
Yeah.
We have no business doing this.
It's indulgence. It is sheer indulgence.
We're punching up. We're punching up badly. So I don't know who you are, how you get here, where you spawned from, but like, I just need to get to my job.
Yeah. That makes sense.
No, I just had to talk about the escaped anomaly that is the valet parking guy.
the valet parking SCP.
And it's always the same. At first I thought maybe they like have a service they call, where like on-demand valet parking.
No, it's the one guy.
Like rent a guy, but no, it's always the same guy. But he's never there unless valet parking has been initiated. So like, who is he? Where does he come from? And at all the times he's talked to me, not once has he mentioned his name. And you know what else? I don't know if I've ever actually seen anyone else actually talk to the guy.
Does he?
Am I crazy?
Is he real?
Am I crazy?
Does he exist?
Yeah. I want to ask people. I'll be like, do you know that guy? Do you see him? Like, am I the only one who sees him?
Yeah, you know what? Next time you're in, ask them about the valet parking guy.
I just need to know if I'm the only one who sees him. Is it like a ghost from beyond, just like trying to reach? Am I spiritually attuned? Did we have a valet parking guy at one point, and he was the victim of a tragic valet parking accident?
Yeah, is this the plane of existence that he has been anchored to? Because he was because he was unaccomplished in his life.
I don't know, man. I mean, he knows what Elden Ring is.
It's true.
The mystery deepens. Anyway, it's time for the Reddit dive.
The Reddit dive!
You know it, you love it, you want more of it in you.
I like it, I love it. We don't get enough of it because we don't do podcasts enough.
We're gonna need your pre-written consent because we're about to shove the Reddit dive straight into your ear holes.
We're giving you so much.
Yeah, this section is girthy. Let's start now. Am I the asshole for not giving up my window seat on a plane to a kid just because she threw a tantrum?
You're not. Okay, I'm consistently every single time we've had one of these stories. Am I an asshole for not giving up my window plane? No, you paid for it.
I was on a domestic flight and I had specifically booked a window seat because I love looking out at the view. One of the few things I actually enjoy about flying. After I settled into my seat, a family boarded, a dad, a mom, and their little girl, who looked about 6 years old. The dad had an aisle seat, mom was in the middle, kid was supposed to sit in the other aisle seat. Everything seemed fine until the girl realized she wasn't sitting by the window. She immediately started complaining, "I want the window! I want the window! Daddy, I want the window!" Her parents tried to calm her down, but she quickly escalated into a full-blown tantrum, crying and yelling about how she wanted my seat. At this point, the dad leaned over and asked, Would you mind switching seats with her? She's just a kid." And I politely explained that I had booked the window seat in advance because I really wanted to enjoy the view. The dad insisted, saying it would be nice of me and that it wouldn't hurt to switch.
I fucking hate these people.
I reiterated that I understood his frustration, but didn't think his daughter's tantrum was a valid reason for me to give up a seat I specifically reserved. He sighed and tried to push further, but I stood my ground. The girl cried for about 10 more minutes before the mother managed to calm her down with a tablet. As is tradition.
Of course, yeah. Here,
child
have the
is upset.
automatic
Here.
babysitter.
Does baby want cocoa melon?
Yeah.
However, the tension lingered. Throughout the flight, I could feel the parents throwing me judgmental looks, and when we landed, I overheard the mom muttering something like, "Some people just have no heart." This made me wonder if I had been too rigid. I know kids can be a handful, but I also feel like giving in would have taught her that throwing a tantrum gets her what she wants. Still, I couldn't shake off the guilt. You know, there's a Family Guy clip that's perfect for this, which has one of my favorite quotes, where a woman wants to switch sweets to Stewie, and then Stewie interrupts her and he's like, "Ma'am, your lack of planning does not constitute an emergency for me."
Yeah, no.
And I'm like, that's a great fucking quote.
It is a great quote. It is perfectly applicable to this. No, you are not the asshole. I fucking despise parents like this. I fucking hate parents like this who are so detached from their own children that rather than teach them anything, they just give in to their kids' tantrums and demands. Because that's the only reason that kid threw a tantrum. Because the kid knows that they can get their way if they do it. If they bitch loud enough, they'll get what they want.
But not this time. They've met their match. My butt is firmly glued to this seat. No, you could pry it for my cold dead carcass, you little wench.
Yeah, no, this is not a some people have no heart situation. It's a some people have no patience for their own children situation. Them being the parents. You're not the asshole.
Sure.
Yeah, always give me parenting stories. I have opinions.
Anyway,
look, man, I've been there, I've done that, I've been in the trenches. Like...
Yeah.
Oh boy. From the Aitaha community.
Right, there's been a bit of a schism.
Oh, has the... Can Reddit fucking work correctly? Hold on. There we go. Okay. Am I the asshole?
Life with the frizz? No way.
Am I the asshole for calling out my wife's Taylor Swift obsession? Oh, we got a Swiftie. I'm married a Swiftie. Throwaway count. I am 43. I've been married to my wife for 15 years, together for 18 years. She's 42 and a stay-at-home mom. You have formatted this incorrectly. Into jail with you. We have 2 teenage sons. How old are they? My wife is generally a kind, empathetic, and sweet woman. We divided...
I'll be the judge of that.
We divide household until today.
That's when he opened the books and made a call for help.
You know what? I want a show where John Tapper tries to fix people's... What are you doing in this kitchen?
This marriage got mold on it. I didn't even know that was possible.
Get out! Get the fuck out! Have you seen the clip of him finding like a fully grown fucking mushroom inside of a storage?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
It's so good. Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here! Anyway, the only issue we're having is her growing extreme love for Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah.
She's been a fan for many years, which was fine because she simply appreciates her as an artiste. However, over time, this has changed. For example, she's planned a girls' trip from Toronto, where we live, to Germany because at the time there were no Canadian concerts scheduled. She spent a significant amount on merchandise and outfits for the two-night concert. I figured she never asked for much and deserves to splurge once in a while, so I supported her. Fair enough, I guess. Sorry, I had to drink water. Stay hydrated, people.
I wish I could, but I have to sleep.
Oh, yeah. When Taylor Swift later announced her Canadian tour, my wife cried and sobbed because she couldn't get tickets. Eventually, her cousin managed to secure tickets for her at a highly inflated price. She bought a new outfit, and yes, I'm not kidding, she said, "But Daddy, I love him's skirt." What?
What?
And she made over...
I feel there's been a typo.
Yeah. And she made over 100 bracelets to exchange with other Swifties. After attending the Toronto concert, she was upset again because she couldn't get tickets to the Vancouver show. I'll admit I was a little relieved. The other day I came home and realized she had decorated the Christmas tree entirely with Taylor Swift themed. Did you not proofread this?
Themed what? Ornaments?
Yeah. She even I think ornaments, yeah. She even replaced the star on top with a cardboard cutout of Taylor.
This is just funny now.
Rocking around the Swiftmas tree.
So what this guy's really saying is now he has bad blood. I think you should leave her and never, ever, ever get back together.
She asked me what I thought, and I told her honestly that it was cringy and embarrassing. I asked, why are you...
I'm just imagining this guy walking in and seeing the Taylor Swift cutout on top of the tree and going, cringe.
Cringe. I asked, why are you turning an artist into a god? Why can't you just enjoy her as an artist? She got furious and said I was ignorant and backward, claiming that Taylor Swift is changing the world, treats her staff well, and is the best role model ever. I rolled my eyes and replied, why did you ask for my opinion? Now she's not speaking to me and says I owe her an apology for humiliating her. Was I in the wrong? Do I owe her an apology? Top comment is removed.
Naturally. I don't care about other people's opinions. Anyway, here's the thing. Here's the rub. Here's the sitch. Okay. I feel like in a marriage, a marriage, if you will, you gotta. If you're gonna marry a freak, you gotta match the freak. You know, you gotta be freaky about similar things.
Yeah. And
it sounds like you're not. I don't necessarily think this is like, yes, this is clearly like intense fandom. This is obsession.
Yeah.
But I'd be a massive hypocrite if I said that's inherently a problem.
Yeah. No. Like
some people just be like that.
Yeah, no,
we be like that at times.
Dude, if I had an opportunity to make an entirely anime themed, like an entirely Precure themed Christmas tree, I'd do it. But like,
it's true.
Yeah, I read that off in like a very joking tone, but that's just because it was funny.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not gonna like dog too hard on the Swiftie here for, you know, expressing herself and being very, you know, outgoing in regards to her fandom.
But also, if it has dominated her personality to the point where you no longer like this person, that's also fair.
Yeah.
You know?
No, that is entirely valid because sometimes, again, you can't match the freak. So at that point, you kind of have to make a decision. You have to talk to them and be like, okay, something's gone wrong here. I don't know if it's me or if it's you. And you just need to talk it out. You need to just talk about it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is something we've always said with these relationship itis, is that communication is key.
Also, I'm gonna say something else here, which is that she's 42, stay-at-home mom. Your sons are now both teenagers. Here's the thing. I think this happens a lot, where like with mothers, where like when they're raising kids, that's like their entire existence for like 20 years, you know, and or in this case, maybe a little bit less than that, but they're more independent now. Like you have teenagers.
That's true. Yeah.
And now she is discovering she has time now.
Yeah.
And she's discovering what she wants to spend that time with. She's discovering hobbies. It's not crazy for someone in her situation to maybe go a little overboard.
Yeah, like it's the honeymoon period, you know? And this happens and this is going to happen, you know? So honestly, generally speaking, I can't necessarily blame this guy for his initial reaction, being a little off-put by it, by the sudden just impact of it.
I mean, yeah, she put a cardboard cutout of Taylor Swift on top of the Christmas tree.
No, she decorated the entire thing with Taylor Swift, and then put the cardboard cutout on the Christmas tree. That is admittedly like fucking, because at that point she's kind of just she's making the holiday about her thing. Yeah. And that's a little rude. It's definitely, you know? Yeah, it's definitely it's indulgence bordering on like an overriding obsession.
Well, because conceptually, at least, Christmas should be for everyone in your household.
Yes.
You know, but she's making it all about her thing, and that's kind of a dick. In bird culture, we consider that a dick move.
Yeah. So honestly, I'm going to hedge on not the asshole. Yeah. Maybe you could have like expressed it a little bit more cleanly, but like I don't blame you for the response. I don't blame you for being off-put by it, and she's definitely trying to make this all about her and her thing rather than make it like a family thing.
Sure.
Talk to her, find middle ground, not the asshole.
Right. Am I the asshole for rage quitting after I lost an election?
Did Kamala Harris make this post?
No.
Okay.
I-28F have been a member of a large volunteer organization for several years. I'm one of the longest standing members. I've spent several hundreds of hours on various aspects of it. I have held small leadership positions in almost every area, and I have a large amount of experience being the president of another organization as well. When I first joined, things were not doing well, so I, along with others, worked our asses off to improve that, and we did. In fact, we did so well with improving the atmosphere that we had a massive amount of incoming members who quickly became very close with each other, something we specifically encouraged, and have absolutely no idea how bad things used to be or how much behind-the-scenes work it takes to maintain the way things are now. I ran for president in the most recent election. I ran against five other candidates. 4 of us had years of experience and have been preparing our campaigns for months or /years. One person, we'll call them Alex, was extremely new, literally a few weeks, had 0 experience, decided to run at the last minute, but had a very large friend group with other new members. Alex was barely allowed to run due to how new they were, but made the cut by a handful of days. You can see where this is going.
Yeah.
It was extremely close between Alex and I lost by 1 vote. The rest of the elected officials were all new members of the same friend group, also without any experience. Then it was discovered that 9 to 10 votes, specifically the votes of other 9 or 10 votes, specifically the votes of other people in leadership positions who worked closely with me, were not counted. This was not intentional or malicious, simply a computer error. Apparently, every single one of them voted for me. I technically won. They tried to get the election results overturned because of it, but higher-ups would not allow it because they feared it would look like favoritism. At the end of the day, I was told to just keep quiet and not let anyone know about this. That brings me to my current situation. Because nobody on the new executive team has any experience, I started facing a lot of pressure to take on a lower leadership position solely to guide them and ensure our hard work doesn't go to hell. I absolutely refused. In fact, I've decided to drop all leadership roles and do absolutely nothing this year. This has led to me multiple people telling me that I don't truly care about the organization, that I'll be responsible if it falls apart, etc. I feel like it's a slap in the face to expect me to do what a president does without a title to show for it. Am I the asshole for dropping all leadership positions and letting the new team do whatever the hell they want to?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say no.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like it's pretty clear cut. There were votes that were not tallied, and after the votes were tallied, you came out the clear victor. Whether or not it showcases itself as whether or not it looks like favoritism on the outside looking in is kind of irrelevant. This is an election that you rightfully won. So
you were you were betrayed by this organization for PR reasons, essentially.
Yeah, they just want to. They
and-
want to look good. They don't want to actually do well by their committee.
Yeah. No, you have no obligation to be loyal to an organization that is not loyal to you.
They're not loyal to you, and they clearly don't respect you enough to actually give you the win that you rightfully deserve. You're not the asshole.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Let's go. Next one. Copy. Paste. Candy, Quahog Marshmallow.
Oh, this is a fun one. Am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend your pet peeve is inconsequential while we were driving?
No, but it goes hard.
Yep.
Anyway.
My boyfriend was very upset at me last night because... Okay, you've immediately formatted this wrong. In the garbage... No. No. My boyfriend was very upset at me last night because while we were driving, he said his pet peeve is when people drive on the freeway for only one exit. Okay. He says it bothers him if they get on the freeway only to get off at the next exit. I said that is an inconsequential pet peeve because there's no traffic and it has no effect on you. I could tell it bothered him because later in the evening he was cold to me, so I apologized for invalidating his pet peeve. I realized everyone is entitled to their pet peeves regardless of how they seem to me, but he remained cold the rest of the evening. So I asked if he was annoyed at me, and he said yes. I asked him why, and he said it was because I got on him earlier about his pet peeve. I'm starting to get tired of saying pet peeve.
Doesn't even sound real anymore.
Yeah, it sounds like an alien word. I said, but I apologized unprompted. And he just says he's going to need more time to get over it. I feel like his continued annoyance is disproportionate to the circumstance. I mean, I'm still the asshole here for what I said to him. You're both fucking petty bitches. Everyone sucks here.
Yeah, everyone sucks
You're
here.
both so fucking petty. Holy fuck.
You were an asshole unprompted, but holy shit, he's taking this way too fucking seriously.
God, you're both such fucking children. This is some
Yeah.
this is some fucking like 12-year-old grade school playground nonsense. Fucking grow up.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
One second. I feel like I feel like by calling something a pet peeve, you're basically saying this annoys me, and yet I know it's dumb, but it also annoys me.
Yeah.
Some lighthearted mocking from someone who loves you is par for the course and should be expected. No, like fucking. Yeah, everyone sucks here.
Yeah, you could have, yeah, because like you were kind of just like very rude about it, and yeah, you apologized later, but like you were absolutely very rude about the whole thing, and now he's just being a fucking petty bitch. So yeah, everyone sucks. Yep.
Wow.
Clear cut, simple, easy. Give me a hard one, damn. Reddit, you're slipping.
Oh yes.
I need people's lives to suck more and more interesting ways for my amusement.
Am I the asshole for writing in my will that I don't want to be buried in a religious ceremony despite my family's protests? I, 26M, have been battling leukemia, which has recently metastasized into metastasized.
Sure.
Metastasized. It feels like no matter how I do it, it feels wrong.
Feels wrong.
Anyway.
Yeah, I hate that word too.
To other organs. It's been a tough journey, and I've been doing a lot of thinking about my final wishes. One of the most important things to me is I want my burial or lack thereof to reflect my personal beliefs, which are not religious. My family, however, is religious. They've made it clear they expect me to be buried in a religious cemetery. I love them, and I understand this is coming from a place of tradition and their beliefs about what happens after death, but this does not align with how I feel. To avoid any conflict after I'm gone, I put it in my will that I do not want to be buried in a religious cemetery. Instead, I've chosen to be cremated and my ashes launched into space. Always been a dream of mine to go into space. I've also made sure this is legally binding and that my wishes are clear to my executor. When I brought this up to my family to prepare them, they were deeply saddened. They were confused as to why I wouldn't let them bury me in a way that aligns with their faith. My siblings went on to say that since I have no beliefs, it shouldn't matter where my body ends up, which I somewhat agree with. My mom broke down into tears, saying she doesn't care what happens to my body, so long as she has a physical location to visit, gravesite, location where ashes are spread, etc. My wife has the same sentiment, explaining that she won't have somewhere to take our daughter to visit me. I explained all I have to do is look up to see me, but seeing everyone so hurt is tearing me apart. I tried to explain that this will be the final decision of my life. I've compromised on a lot of things during my life to make them happy, but I feel like this is the only way I'll complete my dream of going to space. Still, the reactions and my own feelings made me second guess if I'm doing the right thing, especially before it's too late to change anything. Am I the asshole for sticking to my personal beliefs and refusing to be buried in a religious cemetery, even if it goes against my family's wishes?
Fuck nah. Launch your fucking ashes into space, bro.
I didn't even know that was an option.
Now that I know, I kind of want it.
I suppose. Yes. Also, I love this. I love this suggestion. It's like, you're gonna make more than one ash, right? Like you could split your ashes.
Yeah.
So it's entirely possible that some of your ashes can go into space and some might go in an urn or something, But like whatever you want, like it is the final decision of your life, so that should be respected.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. No. I'd say not the asshole.
Not the asshole. This one.
All right. Am I the asshole for not taking a restaurant review down? Am I the asshole for not taking a restaurant review I wrote down? A friend of 20 plus years invited me to join her for Thanksgiving dinner at a restaurant. I've always cooked myself, so I thought it might be a cool change of tradition. Out of the 8 of us, only 2 of us ordered the traditional turkey dinner. The turkey was tender and juicy, the bread and cranberries were great. The rest was either watery, bland, or raw. Biting into raw stuffing is just gross. I was disappointed and left a 3-star review. But in the review, I praised the staff with 5 stars for the excellent service and the wonderful ambiance. I then described the food issues. 3 days later, my friend called me saying that the owner of the restaurant went through their reservations from Thanksgiving and called customers to find out whose party I was in.
Who is the 3-star review leaver? We will find him.
The owners then contacted my friend's sister, the one who made the reservation, to complain about my review, asking her to tell me to take the review down immediately. I couldn't believe the owners would call her rather than reply to my review asking me to talk. I was shocked to find my friend's sister took my dislike of the food so personally. Now my friend's sister is angry at me, causing all kinds of friction. Had the restaurant owners reached out to me, I may have obliged and taken the review down, but they blindly called people who made reservations just to find me instigating this drama. I don't know what they said to my friend's sister, but whatever it was, her sister is no longer speaking to me. What's even more confusing is figuring out what would prompt the owners to take the review so badly. They have a 4.7 star rating before I wrote my review, and a 4.7 star rating after my review, so it wasn't damaging. In the review, I even mentioned how I was returning to try a different meal because the staff was exceptional, and my bad experience with the food might have been a fluke. Am I the asshole for not taking the review down now? No, these people are freaking insane. Jesus.
Yeah, when it comes to this sort of thing, I kind of have a hate the game, not the player attitude about it, because I just don't like Yelp or whatever the fuck service you're using. Like, I don't like this idea for local places just because it's so volatile, Day by day, you're offering a completely different product and experience, and like, just shit happens.
Yeah. Sometimes your cook's just not on it. Sometimes there's just like a lack of preparation during the process. Sometimes you gotta resort to frozen instead of fresh for some ingredients.
And some customers are just fucking assholes
and
and expect the
just
world.
Fucking dicks. Yeah. No.
I hate the whole system, honestly.
Yeah. I'm not going to. That being said, I'm not going to blame you for putting up what seems like a very fair review.
Yeah.
And then refusing to take it down after these people, rather than like directly commenting on your review and talking to you directly, going through this entire dramatic roundabout rigmarole and making you out to be some kind of bad guy.
Yes, they've instigated this
Yeah,
situation.
no, this is them instigating a situation that had no business being escalated to this point. Not the asshole.
Not the asshole, yes.
Yep. God, a lot of not the asshole today.
Hey, we had everyone sucks.
We did.
Medium Tifu.
Woohoo! Let's go.
Today I fucked up by shadowing a researcher in a chemistry lab and accidentally creating a very expensive foam party and ruining weeks of work, or so I thought.
Oh, interesting.
So this happened yesterday. This was posted 2 days ago, so it happened 3 days ago. And I'm still mortified. I'm shadowing this very chill but very serious and well-respected researcher as part of a potential internship. Let's call her Dr. S. It was my first day in the lab, and my only job was to observe, take notes, and assist when asked. She's giving me a tour of the stock room with tons of compounds, and she casually mentioned some of these cost more than my student loans, which is why I need to make sure I don't fuck up and waste anything. I laughed nervously, thinking, no pressure. There was so much pressure. I've wanted this intern position. They wrote that in parentheses. I wanted this intern position for a while, and I'm already nervous as is. We arrived towards the end of the day, which involves a demo of basic lab protocols. But we got to partially work on an ongoing weeks-long experiment. She's explaining this complicated process of amide bond, I think it's pronounced amide bond formations while I take notes, and at one point she asked me to grab a graduated cylinder of deionized water from the bench. Easy, right? Except there were 2 graduated cylinders there, and I didn't think to double check, but they were both identical and unlabeled, so I thought they were the same. I grab the first one, hand it over, and Dr. S pours it onto the reaction flask without a second glance. Within seconds, the reaction goes from calm and collected scientist to angry volcanic foam monster. This bright green foam starts bubbling out of the flask and cascading onto the bench. Dr. S looks horrified and shouts, "What did you hand me?" Cue me standing there feeling like an idiot, freaking out that I didn't do my due diligence of asking which cylinder to grab. Dr. S is going on about how this just ruined the entire experiment and how they'll have to start all over. I must have looked like a ghost at that point and felt like crawling into the drain, thinking my shot for this job was over. Then Dr. S transitions from a worried look to bursting into laughter. Confused, I look over at the failed experiment again and realized it looks like a simple elephant toothpaste reaction. Dr. S confesses that this is just a joke they pull on all the new interns. Any labeled chemical vial, graduated cylinder, or flask we used was actually switched out with basic reactants for elephant toothpaste. I begin to want... If you've ever seen elephant toothpaste, it's very foamy.
Yeah.
So, I begin to compose myself, and Dr. S says my reaction was the best one they had all week, and that the intern position was mine if I wanted it. I've never been so happy and jittery at the same time, but I still can't get over the feeling like shit, and that this was a bad prank to pull on an already nervous intern.
Oh. You got the job, not a fuck up.
No, that was funny.
Yeah,
that was funny.
That was really funny, though.
I like top comment. I guess that's one way to ensure new interns always ask about unlabeled flasks.
That is true.
I imagine never assume that the clear liquid in an unlabeled container is water is probably a pretty important lesson for anyone working in a chemical lab.
I'd like to think, yeah.
No, this was a learning experience. They do this on purpose.
No, that was really funny, and I kind of like that, actually. I do appreciate that they were, like, real fucking, like good sportsmen. It's just like, we're just fucking with you. You got the job. It's like, well, you're not going to do that again, right?
No, it's actually quite clever.
Yeah. No, that's smart. That's real smart.
Oh, yeah. And that's all I can grab on short notice, so it's time for the lightning round.
Lightning round.
This is where we go to unpopular opinion and go and find some unpopular opinions. Maybe popular, maybe non-popular, maybe we agree, maybe we don't agree, maybe they're popular, maybe they're not popular, maybe they're opinions, maybe they're not opinions. Who fucking knows? It's the lightning round!
Nobody knows at this point. That's what makes it interesting.
Unpopular opinion, people's teeth are getting too white. Especially on TV. I understand people want nice white teeth, but there's a limit on what looks natural. There should be a tint to them. If your teeth have a fluorescent glow, you've gone too far.
Why?
Sure. Let's hoard them into white teeth camps and never let them go.
Person really looking inside people's mouths and saying, "Why are you white?"
Aladdin, you can't just ask people why their teeth are white. Unpopular opinion: success is often about more about who you know and when you were born than skill or hard work. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. You're
Satch.
right. You're correct.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion: gatekeeping hobbies is perfectly fine. That's been the modus operandi of this podcast
Bro,
for 170 whatever episodes.
I need you to understand, Zeke. I listened to fucking like don't gatekeep your hobbies bullshit for like 10 years. Beginning this year, I have heard people start saying maybe we should gatekeep our hobbies, and I'm just like, oh, you now figured it out,
Dude, it's the fucking it's just the fucking comic. We don't belong here. We will make our own space. Why are you excluding us?
Oh
You do not
no.
belong here. Oh
Yeah,
no.
oh no.
Yeah, it's just that.
It's just that, yeah. No, we've been saying for a long time, protect and gatekeep your hobbies from the people who will come in and try and either ruin it or take it from you. And now people are starting to realize that we were right. So, yeah, congratulations.
It's just silly because if you apply this to literally any other like cultural identity or idea, like obviously people are for that.
Yeah.
But somehow when you apply it to nerd shit, suddenly it just doesn't count for some reason.
Right, it's like, no,
It's all the same.
Yeah, like, no.
It's all the same. A culture is a culture.
And you protect that culture by weeding out the bad actors. That's how it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion: German is a beautiful language. I too listen to Celsius.
German is quite a nice language. It's also a really funny language.
Unpopular opinion: The Simpsons is good again. I've heard the Matt Selman era is pretty good.
I've heard I've definitely heard it has been a significant step up.
There's fresh blood in the kitchen.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, something that I've learned with a lot of these like super long running TV shows is that in order to like to really get it to really improve things, you got to get new blood in, you got to get new showrunners, you got to get new writers in the room.
Yeah.
That's why Family
It's
Guy.
not.
That's why. That's why.
It wasn't malicious, but Al Jean ran The Simpsons like a day job for 20 years, and it showed.
It really showed. Yeah. Get people in there who have real passion for it. That's why Family Guy, like the recent seasons of Family Guy, have been really good. That's why Simpsons has gotten better.
Yeah.
And that's why I complained about the freaking audio editing on the series, but like SpongeBob's gotten surprisingly creative again.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like Coco Melon, but like,
Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck? Minced onion makes for a great low-calorie snack. I'm talking about the kind you buy in the spice. You just eat raw minced onion.
You're just out of the
Oh.
just.
What? You eat raw minced onion like it's like fucking shredded coconut? What are you doing?
Some people, man.
It takes all kinds to make a world.
Yeah. Some of those kinds are just very wrong.
Unpopular opinion: 20 hours is not short for a game. Depends.
It depends. It depends on the game. Depends on the genre.
20 hours is pretty long for a Metroidvania. It's really short for a Persona game.
Yeah. Yeah. 20-hour side scroller? Yes. 20-hour JRPG? No.
Yeah. It just depends.
Or, I mean, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
What the expectations are, what you want out of it, you know.
Yeah.
I agree in the abstract, but like not. It really depends on what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh boy. This one might ruffle some feathers. You might get mad.
Okay. All right. I'm ready.
Prepare to be angry. Unpopular opinion: Kevin Conroy's Batman voice is nothing special. Before you come in with the pitchforks, let me say I grew up with his Batman animated series and other Batman roles he did. I was a 90s kid, but I never understood the hype. I never liked his voice acting for Batman as the series progressed. His voice had that low, menacing growl and effect in the first season, and it was good, but as seasons continued, it just became more bland. To me, people like Roger Craig Smith, who voiced Batman in Arkham Origins, sounded more right as Batman, more menacing and fearful. I know everyone says Conroy is the definitive Batman voice, but I really struggle hard with understanding that. He had the perfect voice for Bruce Wayne, though.
His Bruce Wayne is really good. I will say, when you compare the voice acting for Batman in the animated series to later installments of like Batman media that Kevin Conroy was in, he definitely has a different approach to the character. He definitely had a different approach to the character as time went on. Like his original version of the character was very gruff, very gruff, very like just burly. But he went for a more clean sounding deep voice later on. And I like both. I like both performances, but I can absolutely understand preferring the more gruff take on the character from early seasons of Batman the Animated Series and liking how some actors take more from that or just kind of do their own thing with it.
Yeah.
And to be fair, Kevin Conroy, every voice of Batman from Kevin Conroy onward takes from Kevin Conroy.
Sure.
In some way, shape, or form. Every single one does, even in live action. So it makes sense that you probably just prefer how other actors and other people have taken that and kind of made it their own. It makes complete sense, honestly. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I have heard people complain about late era Kevin Conroy. I have actually, so this is actually nothing new. It's just I don't think I've ever heard it said so brazenly before.
Unpopular opinion, lingerie as a concept doesn't really make sense. Don't get me wrong, I think my girlfriend would look good in it along with any other outfit, but my favorite outfit of hers is absolutely nothing. You can't beat that. Not to mention, why put on an outfit just to look good for 5 minutes? I assume it comes right off again as soon as things get going. Why drop big money on an outfit you wear 5 minutes a day? Like, the lingerie was somehow practical to wear in other settings, I'd get it, but as it is, I really don't understand.
Look, man, it's the concept of foreplay, you know.
Yeah.
It's the granular foreplay, you know.
This is going to be wild revelation to you, but other people have longer foreplay than you do.
Yes, and sometimes they like the effect of taking things off slowly and seeing just the layers peeled back, you know.
Yes, I really like top comment by Wario number 379653 fan. Same reason unwrapping a gift is sometimes nicer than just being handed something.
Yeah, no, it's the anticipation, kind of the experience, you know?
Yeah.
I can't believe... It's true, though!
No, you just had that moment there. What does our anime podcast become?
We're over here judging people for their foreplay on our anime podcast.
Dude, I think we jumped the shark when I read out loud the fucking erotic Wreck-It Ralph fanfic. It was over for us in that moment.
I'm known for my masonry, but my real forte is my pipe work.
That
line lives rent-free in my head.
Yes. Scrolled in there with a nail.
That is I'm gonna be honest, that is a brilliant line, and the more I think about it, the more I realize, man, she was so lame for not thinking that was the funniest shit ever.
I'm not sure comedy was what he was going for. That's the funny thing.
I know, but like, man, my real forte is my pipe work.
That's gonna be one of those deep lore things, you know, when we eventually make it big. Obviously, we're gonna bring up the fucking Wreck-It Ralph fanfic, and people are gonna, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, dude, you have so much lore you need to catch up on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep. Unpopular opinion, cold, not iced coffee is better than hot. Everyone calls me weird for this. I prefer my coffee cold. I think the cool sensation as it complements the coffee flavor. Also, if you drink your coffee right after it's been made, it will burn you, and then the temperature will change to room temp if you don't drink it fast enough.
I've nothing to say about that. Okay.
Okay.
But how do you feel about piss particles in your coffee?
Nah. These are the real questions that top scientists are not answering.
Look, man, I'm just saying, put your cup of coffee into the bathroom for like 5 minutes, have somebody go piss in there. see how you like it.
I'm not in this world, but let's dive in. Okay, the unpopular opinion: the rise of digital detox trends is actually just another form of online self-advertising. We all love a good digital detox, but let's be real. How many people who claim to be disconnecting are still posting about it on social media? The whole concept of sharing your detox journey on Instagram or Twitter defeats the whole purpose. It's like you're not truly getting away from tech, you're just using it to announce how spiritually enlightened you are. Same as the people who take a picture of their coffee with the hashtag no filter, as if we all need to see it for validation. A digital detox is supposed to be about real disconnection, not creating more curated content to build your personal brand.
People do this?
I guess so.
Man,
it takes all types to make a world.
Man, I am so disconnected from this. This is so weird to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're in the middle of our digital detox that we don't even relate to this. We're in the middle of our digital detox, I say on my podcast. Anyway. Unpopular opinion: if you want to stop head injuries to quarterbacks, then don't let them slide. I have a better opinion. If you want to stop head injuries, stop playing football.
Yeah, stop playing football, fucking dumbass. I just have to assume that if you play football, you have to just be ready for some fucking head injuries, because like that's just how it works.
Unpopular opinion: the trend of replacing our car dashboard with tablets is terrible and needs to die. It's useful for some things, not so much for others. I like having Bluetooth connections so I can have Spotify right on the car dash. That's nice.
Yeah.
I like the cameras when I've gotten so used to cameras when backing up that it feels awkward when I'm in the van and I don't have that. And I have to actually crank my neck around.
Yeah. Beep.
Beep. Yeah. So there are. I think it depends on the car.
Yeah.
But generally, I disagree. I think that's usually a good thing.
Yeah, I'd say it's usually good.
Yeah. Shut up, you don't drive. Unpopular opinion: the only person that should interview you for the job is the direct superior for the job. It would certainly make things simpler.
It would make things.
But in a lot of cases, they literally might not have time for that, which is why it usually gets delegated.
Yeah, they're usually pretty busy, so yeah.
It depends on the job.
Yep.
What the fuck does that mean? Whatever. I don't know why this makes me laugh. Pizza sucks, especially Domino's pizza.
Chips,
okay.
Especially the pizza flavor.
Oh no. Here I go again. What the hell is this guy? Unpopular opinion: the bar for being a legend is way too low nowadays. The bar for being a legend is way too low nowadays. Back then, it used to actually mean something. But now Timmy came back to the table and he got you a pint. Legend. Subscribe to a YouTube channel. Legend. Give you a ride down from the street. Believe it or not, legend. Back in the day, Hercules completed the trials, killed the Nemean lion, and became a god. But now that's a real legend.
You know what? You know what, man? Brave king, you're so brave for saying this. Legend.
Yeah, honestly, legend.
Look at this legend over here, saying what no one is brave enough to say.
Dude, legend.
Legend.
Top comment: this is a trend in language called semantic bleaching, where younger generations use a word with such frequency and in such varying situations it dilutes the original meaning. Think about this. Awesome used to mean something that inspired awe on the level of gods and angels. Then the 80s happened and it was just another word for, I like this thing. Don't complain when language evolves. It just makes you seem stuck in your ways and unable to adapt. You don't have to use it, but you do have to accept it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yep, pretty much. Yep.
The one that's killing me these days is the chance to do the funniest thing ever. The funniest thing ever, it'd be mildly ironic at best.
Yeah.
Are you telling me a shrimp fried this rice?
Apartment complex, I find it quite simple.
And dude. Unpopular opinion, the concept of self-care has become overly commercialized and lost its original meaning. Yes, but it's still important.
Yeah, it's still important. Take care of yourselves.
Yeah.
Look. If you need to get off the internet, do it. If you need to take care of yourself, do it. Anyway, let me talk about my detox journey on Reddit. Anyway.
What? No.
What?
Unpopular opinion: cheddar cheese should be left open in the fridge. Having accidentally left a block of cheap, extra mature cheddar open and uncovered in the fridge for a week, it dried out and gained an unmistakably richer, deeper flavor, like that of a proper, top-quality cheddar. I think we should all be doing this henceforth. The only downside is my fridge smells of cheese now. Did you just discover aging your cheese?
This just in. Reddit discovers aged cheese.
I don't know how damp your fridge is, but you should probably get that looked at. Every time I've accidentally left cheese in the open fridge, it just petrifies within a day or two.
Yeah.
I like top comment though. A man of cultures, I see.
Cultures.
Dude, that was funny. Absolute legend.
Legend.
Oh boy, another one about the age of consent. Downvote.
Yep.
Unpopular opinion: Christmas-themed gift mugs are a waste. It looks so cute. It's so festive. I have 4 Christmas coffee mugs already. Didn't buy any of them. In 11 months of the year, they either look out of place or sit on a shelf and waste space. There are so many other themes for coffee mugs. Choose a cat mug or a nature mug, or choose a hobby the recipient loves. I like top comment. I'll use a Christmas mug in June. I don't care. I love a good mug.
Yeah. You know what? Christmas mug in July. Let's go, baby.
I kind of agree, but you know.
I agree in concept, but at the same time, I'm gonna use a fucking mug no matter what. And if it's gonna be Christmas,
I just think it's
in fucking October. I don't care.
But that's you. Other people are not like that. You know? I don't like the idea of getting Christmas things for Christmas. Like people getting fucking Christmas sweaters for Christmas. It's like, oh boy, I can't wait to wear this for 3 days and then put it back in the closet.
That is true. It's like if you're gonna get people like practical things like that, get them something practical that isn't so tightly themed around a specific time of the year. You know?
Yeah.
Get them something more general purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That they can use all year round. Because the thing is, also consider for a moment, if you're getting somebody something Christmas related on Christmas,
yeah,
the time to use it is over.
Yeah,
that's gonna sit in their freaking closet for 10 months minimum.
Yep.
So you failed. Congratulations.
Mm-hmm. You failed Christmas.
Yeah. Here's a gift that you can use next year. Fuck you, asshole. Give me a gift I can use now.
Unpopular. Oh boy. Unpopular opinion: double negatives as rhetorical devices are awful. An example would be the phrase, "You're not wrong." You are increasing the complexity of the sentence. Make your point less clear and gain nothing from it. The double negative does not make the sentence seem clever. It is a trend that needs to die. I like that comment. Is anyone actually confused by that phrasing? I mean, outside of maybe just people who aren't very familiar with English.
Yeah.
Aside from that, saying "you're not wrong" and "you're right" do have different meanings. Usually when someone says "you're not wrong," they're conveying that they mostly agree with the speaker, but not necessarily completely. You're tentatively agreeing.
Yeah.
"You're right" doesn't have that same connotation.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, no, God.
There's explicitly different connotations to those phrases.
Yeah, it's more so it's not necessarily about the exact words that you're saying, it's more so the implication and intent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are wrong. Is what we're
You are wrong. I deem you incorrect.
Unpopular opinion: Dairy Queen burgers are better than almost every other American chain restaurant's burgers. Yeah, weirdly.
Weirdly, yeah. Dairy Queen got surprisingly solid burgers, yeah.
Which is fucking weird. Who the fuck is getting burgers at Dairy Queen?
Right? Yeah, no, you expect to go there for like fucking ice cream and shit, and you're just like, no, I'll try a burger just for shits and giggles, and it's like, wow.
Dude, I'm fucking pissed. I usually go to Dairy Queen for the Blizzard of the Month. I'm unpaid when I get paid, but fucking last night I didn't leave until after 10 and they were already closed.
No.
Yep.
You were there all night.
Yep.
You called it, man. You called it.
Yeah, I didn't leave until like 10:05.
Damn. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I was playing fucking Overwatch, just grinding levels until then, and yeah.
I noticed. Looked like fun.
It was fun. It was fun.
Unpopular opinion: the SoundCloud era of rap is not as good as people claimed it was. People claimed it was good.
People claimed it was what?
Wasn't the whole joke that it sucked?
Yeah. Guys don't even listen to Drake.
Unpopular opinion: audience singing should not be allowed in movie theaters.
I
love when we can pinpoint the exact tweet this came from.
Yeah, I know exactly where this came from. No, so this reminds me of a specific.
The Rock is stupid. First of all, he's not a smart man.
Yeah. No. I'm reminded of like years and years and years ago when I was watching The Prince of Egypt with my sibling Ash, and they were singing along to every fucking song, and I kept asking them to shut the fuck up, and they were just like, "But just the songs." And I'm like, "I'm trying to enjoy the movie," and they're just like, "But if there's songs, you gotta sing it." It's like, no, the fuck you don't. Do you sing in a movie theater? Unfortunately, apparently, yes, people do, and they're dumb for it. Look, here's the thing. Look, Disney pioneered this brilliantly dumb idea called sing-along showings.
Yeah.
And if there's a new musical coming out and it's popular, I think studios should do the sing-along showings so that if people want to sing along to the movie, they can go there. But for people who want to actually watch the damn movie and pay attention to, like, you know, the lyrics, the emotions, and the atmosphere, they can just watch the regular frickin' showing. Don't pollute the regular showing with your karaoke. That's my opinion. Look, I get it. I love musicals and I listen to frickin' Disney villain songs and shit and sing along to them after I've already seen the movie.
Right.
But when I'm watching it, I don't want somebody frickin' off-key belting it out next to me.
Yep.
It's fucking annoying. Anyway.
Indeed. Well, the rest of this is garbage, so that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you for joining.
There we go.
Thanks for joining us on the Baka Gaijin Show. If you want to be part of the show, you can email us at bakagaijinshow@gmail.com or join our Discord server, link in the description below. You can follow us on Twitter at Zigfreak, at CTramander and at JirarXD. I pimped him anyway. Who fucking cares?
And
it's
you
my
can,
podcast. I do what I want. He's still in the graphic. I'm not removing him from the graphic. That's work. You want me to do one thing? Fuck you.
Nope. He's staying here. Also, I will be posting on Blue Sky more very soon.
Yes. Sorry. There's a thing on my keyboard.
Okay.
Yep. Anyway, subscribe for more things like this. Podcasts, videos. Actually, they're all videos. That's how it works. It's YouTube. Idiot. We'll see you next time on the Baka Gaijin Show. Zeke freak out. Ciao, ciao. For now.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone, and that includes